Hello guys, welcome to another video. First of all, let me say that this story doesn't belong to me, so if you want to read the full story for yourself, you can go down in the description, find the link to the original post and read the full story for yourself. That being said, let's get into the video. What if Minato had adopted Obito? Part 28. Another year passed with more incident and fun ensuring. The Sand siblings visited once every week or two, just like they promised. During that, all the three of the siblings enjoyed very different activities. Kankaro would spend as much time as he could with Tenten. He had really fallen hard for the girl. The two of them could spend hours talking about knives and poisons. Tenten was very interested in working of war puppets, and Kankaro loved to hear Tintin tell about all the crazy different weapons they had come across during the time they had owned the shop. When they weren't talking about various things, they were well enjoying each other's company. They hadn't gone too far just yet, but Concoro was still more happy with Tintin liked doing with him. What Tintin liked doing with him. Tamari would spend his time hanging out with the girls and chatting. He found despite what he previously thought he could be a bit of a gossip girl at times. When she wasn't with the girls, she was enjoying her other favorite pastime, meeting with Shikamaru. Though she really was fond of the boy, she wasn't going to miss out on an opportunity to have fun. After sending the picture to Naruto, Shikamaru really did have a hard time leaving it down. Some of the older men cracked wise about how lucky he was when his friends just made fun of him. He was still more than willing to visit with Tamari though, but he didn't play shogi with her usually unless she promised not to trick him again. Unless she promised to not to trick him again. Tamari knew one of these days she would make him her boyfriend, but for the time being she would just screw with him. Just screw with him. Yeah, she is that kind of girl to tease someone hard. Gaara continued to spar with Naruto, and the two continued to try. Sasuke would spar with Gaara sometimes as well, although he could never tie him like Naruto would. He came close a couple of times, but he never actually get close to winning. Naruto was able to penetrate Gaara's defense slightly because he could spend a nearly endless army of clones after him that would overwhelm him for a while. What really got Gaara though was when Naruto summoned one of his toads, dampens Gaara's sand and making it much slower. Once he did that, they were on almost a completely level playing field. Though three really loved their visits to the leaf, they always got to do something fun. Things at the academy had taken a bit of a strange shift. Hinata was no official top kunoichi of her class. Sometimes she was very proud, although that was sometimes everyone praised she worked hard than anyone. So most people saw that coming. No, the strange thing was the new teacher they had just gotten, Mizuki. Mizuki was great at first, but there was one direct problem with him. For some unknown reason, he absolutely hated Naruto. They didn't notice it at first, but after a few days, they could really tell something wasn't right about the guy. Mizuki was the one who had been grading the test. He handed them out and gave Naruto his. Naruto looked on fine. He got 10 out of 25 on it, which didn't make any sense to him at all. Sasuke was right next to him. He had gotten a perfect score and had pretty much the exact same answer as Naruto. Exact same answer as Naruto. Naruto walked up to Iruka and gave him the test. Iruka sensei, why are these wrong? Iruka looked over the test and frowned deeply. They aren't. In fact, you got a perfect score. Mizuki, why did you mark this wrong? Mizuki grabbed the test and scrolled. Well, I can't read some of them. The handwriting is too bad. Iruka thought the handwriting was just fine, but figured maybe Mizuki just had bad eyesight or something. Although, well, alright, well, I can read them just fine, so I am gonna make all this right. Don't worry, Naruto, it will be taken care of. Naruto thanked him and sat back down. Mizuki glared at him the whole time. The next incident was a week later when Iruka was out of town. Apparently, Mizuki realized that he couldn't try and go after the boys when Iruka was there. Wa- couldn't try and go after the boys when Iruka was there. Mizuki saw the boy as a demon. He thought the village was insane for even agreeing to let the boy become a ninja in the first place. His plan was to make sure the boy failed, but he had no idea how he was going to do it. To be honest, the boy could pass right now if he needed to. So all Mizuki could do for now was hide his progress hinder his progress. Mizuki got up and looked at the class. All right, everyone, I need you to make one clone for me, clone of me. The class got up and did what they were told. It was routine for them. Iruka checked on their clone jutsu once every few days to see how the kids were doing with it. Most of the kids could do it, but there was still a few who couldn't. Mizuki approved all the clones until he got to Naruto. I said a clone, not a shadow clone. Make a regular. Naruto frowned. Mizuki knew he couldn't do that. The fox gives me way too much chakra to use a jutsu that that basic. Mizuki smirked. Where do you you could better work on it? You would better work on it. I wouldn't let you pass if you can't do it. It was Naruto's turn to smirk. Nice try, Iruka sensei. Alright, nice try. Iruka sensei already cleared it that I can use shadow clones instead. Mizuki didn't know that. Mm, fine. Hard to believe they are letting you become a ninja if you can't even do an E rank jutsu. Kakashi walked him away, walk away and ground. He so get him for being a mean to Naruto. Just an hour later, Mizuki was going through his desk and found a big surprise. He opened the drawer to find a snake jumping out of him. Much to Mizuki's surprise, he screamed, "I like mushrooms!" He screamed, "I like mushrooms!" The snake slithered out of the desk back to Kakashi, and Mizuki screamed, Is that your snake? Why did you seek him on me? And why did it scream, I like mushroom?" Kakashi was smiling under his mask, though Mizuki couldn't see it. Yes, it's Kakashi's snake. He likes to jump out at people, and Kakashi figures he's not hurting anyone, so why stop him? And the third Hokage taught him the mushroom thing. It just sounds funny. The third Hokage taught that to him. Nice. Mizuki was about to punish him when Iruka got back. He was laughing. Don't worry about Kamui. He's a little strange. You get used to him. Mizuki ground his teeth. These kids were driving him nuts. At least let me talk to his mother about it. Iruka shrugged. I live with the kid. I can ask him not to scare you when I get home. Mizuki couldn't believe it. He lived with those brats. He mumbled under his breath. No wonder he's so nice to the demon. Mizuki didn't know Iruka's wife was standing in the doorway as the two had just gotten back from lunch with one another. And Uncle snored. Did you hear something, Iruka? Iruka shrugged. No, did you? Uncle walked up a few steps from Mizuki. Oh, I thought I heard someone annoying little noise. I'm not sure what it was. Mizuki was sweating slightly. Wonder what that could be. She whistled on so that only the two of them could hear. I have got a very good hearing. I have got very good hearing. I wouldn't let you. I wouldn't tell my husband. But if you call Naruto a demon again, I will send one of my snakes to bring me back your balls. Got it? Mizuki gave a small nod and Uncle kissed her husband goodbye. I will see you later, sweetie. I am going off on my mission. So that's why Iruka want the first step of the first part of the day off. So that's why Iruka wanted the first part of the day off. He wanted to spend some time with his wife because she left for the mission. Alright, see you in a couple of days, Uncle-chan. Uncle left the room and Mizuki breathed a sigh of relief. Naruto really had some dangerous friend. He couldn't help but notice Uncle shoot Kakashi and Kamui and the thumbs up before she left. Mito and Hinata had been sparring for the past half an hour. Hinata had taken a slight so far. Finally, Hinata got one good shot to her, and Mito took a thumb. Repenting, she got up. Okay, that's enough for one day. How is your taijutsu that good? Hinata shrugged. I don't know. I train a lot, I guess. Mito was one of those few people she didn't stutter around. Mito was sweating heavily and took off the shirt she had been wearing. Suddenly, Hinata said, "You too?" Mito didn't understand, but when Hinata pointed at her chest, she suddenly understood. Oh, totally, I get it from my mom. Hinata took off her own sweatshirt. The two girls had C-cups and they weren't even 12 yet. Set a sweatshirt next to her. I don't usually wear it during training, but Hinata couldn't seem to focus when I did. Naruto couldn't seem to, but Naruto couldn't seem to focus when I did. Sometimes I forget to take it off. Shit, he's gonna die. Mito nodded some of same for me, but with Kiba. The first time he saw them, his eyes popped out of his head and got a nosebleed. That's the last time I did it. I could think you would be taking off your sword set to try and get Naruto's attention. Hinata blushed. Hey, I can't say the same thing with you and Kiba. Mito was the one blushing this time. Hey, how do you know about that? Hinata smiled. Come on, you are at the vet's office all the times. No one likes dogs that much except for the Inazukas. And Mito pounded fine, but don't tell anyone else. Hey, wanna have some fun? Hinata raised an eyebrow. Sure, what are you thinking? Mito giggled. Tamari's in town, and she's screwing with Shikamaru again. Help her. I help I'm gonna help him get a little payback. Hinata smiled. Sounds like fun. Do you know where she's at? Mito nodded. They went to see Tenten first. She would be her and your cousin. Hinata got up and led the way. Neji had been put on Tenten's team. Neji had been put on Tenten's team a month ago, so Hinata knew exactly where they were at. Mito and Hinata quickly found that they had saved the sand sibling from the wrath of Guy and his new mini him Lee. Yosh, Tenten, may I spar with your boyfriend? Kankaro shook his head. Not a good idea. Even at every attack I have is dangerous, designed to kill, not sparring. Everything I have is drenched in poison or cause an explosion so big it would break your bones. Lee was about to rebirth when Mito walked up. Hey Tamari, how have you been? Tamari was clearly happy to see them. Good, it's way fun to visit the leaf. Good, it's way fun to visit the leaf. Mito set up her trap. Too bad you can't mess with Shikamaru anymore. Tamari looked terrified. What? Why? Mito could see that she took the bait. Oh, didn't you hear? He's dating Ino now. She screamed. What? She ran off to find Shikamaru, leaving Mito and Hinata laughing. Gara turned to them. He's not dating Ino, is he? Mito shook her head. Nope, but at least now she might just ask him out and stop screwing with him. Kankaro nodded. Good, she was going way too far with it. I don't know what I would do if Tenten started teasing me like that. Tenten giggled, giving keeping teasing me good, and you'll never have to find out. Keep treating me good and you'll never have to find out. They kept laughing happily as Tamari chased after her little friend. Tamari found Shikamaru and smacked him. How could you start dating Ino? Shikamaru rubbed his head. I am not dating Ino, even if I. Why would you care? Tamari suddenly realized she had been tricked. Oh, well, because Shikamaru realized he finally had something on her. You actually like me, don't you? Tamari nodded slowly. Well, if you say I can't date anyone else, that means you want me to be me as your boyfriend, right? Tamari sighed. Fine. I was hoping to screw with you a little longer. Just don't go bragging around that you are dating a girl 2 years older than you. Shikamaru smiled. Fair enough. I wouldn't want the trouble that comes with that anyways. Tamari gave him a little kiss on the cheek. Well, at least you're mature. That's all for part 28. If you want to be notified for future parts, the best way is by subscribing. I have to see you in the next video. Bye bye.